Hi, I'm Richard Wheeler, and this is Richard Wheeler Works. It's a Twitch stream where I work. And coming to you from a slightly moodily lit test bunker, I could watch a Twitch stream about people setting up their Twitch stream environment at this point in my life, so I don't know if that's normal. But it's Friday, April 16th, 2021, and we're going to be working some more today on, if I could see what you see, a project, an open source surveillance pedagogy project, right, where we're looking at intelligence and military intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, PR, and propaganda imagery to try to understand surveillance practices, especially like close target reconnaissance or physical surveillance, as a way to understand this world more broadly. So, on Wednesday, our last episode 2 days ago, we were looking at Instagram and we were going through posts that I had saved to try to make a comprehensive list of hashtags. And we were trying to, I just started with Dutch because I'd been looking at that most recently. Also down here, we're looking at specific units, right? So all these 4 hashtags are associated with the uh, 11th Brigade, Brigade Verkenningseskadron, which is Brigade Reconnaissance Squadron, Verkenningseskadron. And then these are some other units from other brigades. So that's where we are here, and I don't have it up. Let me get that. Too many windows open, too many tabs. What did I call that? Reconnaissance and surveillance units. So I have this other sheet, remember, that we had up where I'm trying to create a list of these units so we can cross-reference, right, and say this unit in this army does the same thing as this other unit in this other army, right? So this is this sheet that has this and tries to break it down by echelon, going from command to really division, regiment, battalion, company, and lower echelons, and keeping track of things like, probably can't see this very well, right, so here there's a lot of sort of who owns the unit, so to speak, for what purposes, right? So there's a special operations command, let's say in the French military, just as there's a special operations command in the American military, and there's a United Kingdom Special Forces in the UK military, but the component units are personnel provided for, and they are fielded by different branches. So, Armée de l'air et de l'espace, Armée de terre, Marine nationale, right? So these are all subcomponents: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine infantry, Space Forces, as they are being composed right now. Each one will have its own special operations forces that then feed into this joint special operations command. So just trying to figure all that out, because it Well, just to note it. I don't know if it matters. Maybe it will matter, maybe it won't. But just trying to, figure out who goes where, what at what level. Remember, I was saying that it's down here at this company, squadron, battery, platoon level that a lot of uh, these capabilities are located within. So, right, we were looking. This is that 11 Brigade Reconnaissance Squadron. We were looking Wednesday, right, for these intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, target acquisitions, and they just Stark or something. And these are part of the Marine infantry in the Dutch Navy. We couldn't really find anything there. So I'm, and I'm like going up and down or back and forth, whatever. There's no. I haven't really forced myself to any kind of discipline in terms of I will go through every military and map out everything to this level, or I'm jumping around because that's what keeps me interested. This is what I was just like. Sea Squadron conducts operations outside of the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. So wait, it said special reconnaissance. That's why it's a conventional squadron tasking with executing full spectrum of special operations outside of the Netherlands, with an emphasis on long-range reconnaissance patrols. And so that's part of this special reconnaissance. Maritime counterterrorism squadron conducting domestic counterterrorism operations. Yeah, that sounds very. This could be part of it too, the Special Operations Forces Support Group. So let's see here. Let's see if these guys have an internet. Presence. Maybe we'll just. Okay, well, that's cool. First of all, that's cool. There's another account to follow. And then there's this hashtag. With 2,808 posts. That's helpful. A lot of people assaulting boats, which makes a lot of sense. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I think assaulting boats looks really cool. I'm very envious of anyone who gets to do it. I mean, it's a crazy task, right? And what a wild adventure to be able to do that. If you're doing it from a helicopter, if you're doing it from a rigid hulled inflatable boat, if you're doing it from whatever. But this is a lot of that. This is a lot of like just guys with guns, right? I mean, I'm going to put this hashtag in my chart because for completeness, I guess what I'm talking about is I'm getting closer to wanting to have this thing be complete, to not just bounce all around, right? To say like, okay, no, I've really lined up all the things from this country. I've lined up all these different kind of units. Like I'm systematically, all these hashtags. It's about time. We've been doing this for about 3 months. We were doing some YouTube, now we're doing some Instagram. But like, let's get this done here, right? What is this guy? Huh. Okay, so we're gonna go to hashtag specific units. Oopsie. Wrong keystrokes. So, Marine Infantry. I'm saying Marine Infantry because a couple things like we say the Marines in the United States, the Marine Corps. There's the Royal Marines in the UK, but I think probably because in French, the Marine also means Navy. So just trying to disambiguate there. So this is Navy Special Operations. Right, because then with Navy Special Operations, I'll be able to put in what's it called again? That German combat diver unit. I can't remember. Well, but the Navy SEALs and things like that. This is all. I can't remember what this is. This is JVE. It's joint, right? And this is sort of like Army. We'll just do it at this level now. We may break it down some more. So, all right. So this unit. It may be about time for me to port this over to a database too. I mean, maybe this is a thing I can do in Airtable, which is a database I'm using for work a little bit now. I mean, it's funny because I used to do a lot more just actual database work, and I haven't for a long time, and I don't know why. I worked in FileMaker a lot. Maybe some people say, well, that's not real database work. But I worked in that a lot, 20 years ago. FileMaker's pretty expensive now. I looked into it the other day. I think I may just stick with Airtable, so that I can interrelate these elements. Because really what I want to do is be able to go back and forth between this kind of list and check a block and say, yes, Netherlands Marine Special Operations Force, I've established that I have that hashtag. I've established that I have their account. Let's go over to, actually, so what I should be doing too, right, is in YouTube, validating, did they have an account? Let's see which account I'm logged into here. No. Well, now you're seeing what I'm looking at, what YouTube wants me to look at personally. Storyboarding, Secret Life components, super great. super great. But let's not go into that. This guy too, this Dr. Mix, amazing. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Two-factor authentication. All right, here we go. There's this whole Business Insider is all over this. Like, let's get experts to talk about a thing, and some of them are hilarious. But I also find, just as an aside, so I find this whole series very interesting because it's really related to what I'm doing here, right?
You probably should have had some camouflage on there, not just a white bald head. My name's Sergeant First Class Mason. I'm the senior jungle instructor for Jungle Operation Training Force at Lightning Academy in 25th.
That's interesting. So he's out in Hawaii, where I didn't know that's where they did jungle training. So yeah, there's this whole series where they get. I guess this guy's current. Usually they get former. Like here, he is this guy. What's his name again? Nicholas. But he's a sniper who had a book out. Former Air Force pilot, bomb disposal expert. They have the market cornered on a U.S. submarine commander. I mean, wow. They just love this stuff. Former SAS soldier. Yeah, if you are interested in what I'm doing as a practice, but you want to watch like even more or different vibe of it, highly recommend these Business Insider videos. Super interesting. But that's not what we're here to look for. What we're here to look for is, oops, not that. Let's do it this way. We're here to see if this Dutch Marine, the Dutch Navy Special Forces unit, has its own YouTube channel. And it doesn't look like it does. It looks like they have some stuff about them. This is interesting too. This guy, this Jameson's Travels. This is a whole nother thing on YouTube that my project sits within or is related to in a way. It's like this guy is a former U.S. Marine, and he watches videos and does live reaction and records it. Just this is a whole snake eating its tail kind of thing. All right, so but what we've established here is that there is no account. What was this? What? For okay. Kommandotruppen. Do I have that? All right, one thing at a time. So they don't have their own. So, and you know, the problem with YouTube is that there are no hashtags, right? So go in and watch this. That's great. But
Mijn carrière was altijd mijn way of life. En ik wilde de best getrainde militair worden in de Nederlandse Special Forces. Een van mijn heftigste ervaringen was voor de kust van Somalië tijdens een piraterijoperatie. Toen vaarde ik met mijn team in een hinderlaag. En een paar uur later had ik met mijn team...
all right, right. So it's just harder to make sense of all this, right? Okay, so back to work here. Huh. All right, so it looks like there's another. Do you see what I mean? Like, I need to go in. I really need to identify sort of like like let's just say I had these countries here, which I've stumbled across for various reasons, whatever. Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom. I would add to this Norway and Sweden. Like, let's say we were saying, we're starting with, I mean, obviously, I have started with Europe, right? I really start with France because I study French as a second language. I find it interesting. It came out of just trying to find a way into staying interested in French. And so I was like, all right, well, I'll watch a bunch of French Special Forces videos. And, well, it goes back and forth. That's not where the project originally came from, but that's why I started this segment of it. Looking at French, YouTube and Instagram. But yeah, I would do basically Europe. I don't know much about the Spanish military or the Portuguese military, so I might throw them in. I did see a contemporary Portuguese military YouTube video the other day about operations in Africa. It was like a half-hour news special following a Portuguese unit. I think a special forces unit. So yeah, but then to go through and so you see the problem with this is that it's just you can't rotate the data around, because what I really want to be able to do is put this into a table and say, once I've identified a type of unit like this kind of naval commando unit, right, does check with each one of these countries. Do they have a naval commando unit? Do they have naval commando units? Are there subtypes? Do they have that, right? Right. Marine Commando. Okay, that's what that is. Right. Commando Special Craft Marine. And, right now it's a little clunky as this flat table. And the amount of data I have in here is getting to a point where it's there's a lot of flipping around. Because, right, we just saw that thing, remember this KCT? Fan account KCT. This is a fan account. Is this a fan account? That must be the Green Beret. Corona Beret, okay. Now, this looks like a fan account. Any of these hashtagged? Okay. Oh, you know what I should do is I should actually do this. Ah, okay. Am I following this? I am following this. Okay. I don't know what level this is. I gotta do some work here. Is that a big smiley face on that plane? What's going on here? All right, so this is Army Special Operations, I think. What is this? Huh, okay, Gendarmerie. So this is like the GIGN. This is a complicating factor. I don't know, complicating, but right, like the amount of military. I don't know. Do you call gendarmerie paramilitary? I mean, literally, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. Definitions are different in different countries. On the police to paramilitary to military scale, I mean, they're paramilitary police, right? Legal framework for this are given criminal procedure and law of special. Ooh, systematic observation concerns the secret observation of subjects. Huh. Observation. Hmm. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I gotta go through and make some sense of all this. What I should really do here is do. I'm gonna, ah, why is this not? Oh, I was thinking I was in a different system. All right, so I'm gonna do this, and so I'm gonna take those brackets out. Specific units, regular. Oh, we're gonna say special operations. I'm just gonna color these like this, just to differentiate. I mean, this really doesn't matter, but I'm doing this because I don't know, because I do this kind of thing a lot. So I'm gonna also let's see, freeze some rows, and I'm gonna it, yeah, 2 columns. All right, so now if I go like this, so that locks, and if I go like this, that locks, right? So I can keep things. Okay. We had been uh, like here, I think. Yeah, we got all that. I don't know what that is. And this is not a helpful hashtag. We looked at this. I think this is just. Ooh, but I like this. Did I save this? I can't remember. I did. Okay. I like this because I have a one of my many fascinations is with when you hear the word simulation, I don't know, maybe you think about computer simulations or really, a simulator, something really high tech. And what I really love about this is kind of low tech simulation and the you can see beyond the. There we go. Ooh. Um, there's just a piece of wood that's been cut out in the shape of the rifle. There's a ton of these. I mean, each country has its own version of this. You know, in the United States, it's frequently called, or I've experienced it being called a rubber duck. Right? It's like it's usually something metal covered with like rubber or polyurethane. They're various versions of it, and I love this. This is just cut out of like probably like marine plywood that's laminated. Um, so people aren't running around with actual weapons in some certain parts of the training, because that's a controllable item and it's expensive and all these things. So I love that. Yeah. So this hashtag is something to do with like. Yeah. Here's another one. This hashtag is something about like. It has some military context for sure, right? Although not entirely. Oh, tactical athlete introduction course. This whole idea of the tactical athlete, it's a disease. I don't know. I'm not a fan. That's all I'm saying. Tactical athlete, it's like, oh, please. Okay. Okay. Close target recce. Okay, well, let's see what's there. I mean, how many are there? Not a lot. What? All right. I don't. How many people need to like have some military themed coffee company? I'm a little. And why are they at mentioning Rusty Furman? Like, this just seems to be trolling. He's a noted SAS operator. Well, he's an SAS operator, is active post SAS, and the SF experience. This kind of like training porn I find so interesting. But I mean, a lot of training you find out on the market is some level of this, you know. I don't know. It's well, this is a hashtag. We do want to note it. It hasn't really gotten us a lot, right? Close target recce, but that means we should also probably do close target reconnaissance, right? So, close target recon and CTR. So insert 3 below. We're going to do where did we find this again? Oh yeah, we found this. But I think that should go there too. Is that just... Oh, okay, that needs to be. And I don't want that. I want this. I should just... Okay. Okay. Close target recce. So we're going to say close target reconnaissance. Did I spell reconnaissance wrong? No, I didn't do that. So close target reconnaissance. Close target recon. Close target recce, close target reconnaissance, close target recon. Did I spell it wrong? Huh. Okay. Looks like an airsoft. So let's try that again. Close target reconnaissance. Again, some of these are not going to be productive. That's okay. I'm just trying to be complete here. I'm just trying to leave no stone unturned. Now, I bet CTR is going to be kind of a probably means a zillion things, right? Yeah. This is like trying to buy a 3-letter URL with a .com, suffix. It's like good luck, because so many things could be CTR. But we're going to put this in, right? Because again, we're just trying to make sure that we hit everything. And to that end, I think you probably saw that there was this close target recon that had one thing. I'm going to take a look at what that one thing is. In a way, that may be even more useful, right? Just that one thing. Okay, it is called close target reconnaissance. We have that. Close target recon is an abbreviation of reconnaissance. Recce is like a UK and Commonwealth ism, militaryism for reconnaissance. And CTR is the whole abbreviation. I mean, I guess we could also look at like target recce recon. Close access target reconnaissance. Close access. Yeah. I've just always seen it as close target reconnaissance, so that doesn't. Okay, so let's go back to. Remember, we're just going through now. We got, what did I say, 75? I mean, there's a lot. Add some back in. IG Verk. Right, that's this. Aren't all these just basic recce Octman? Okay. So this is, oops, this is also going to be good, right, when we go into Twitter, if we decide to go in there, because that's also another hashtag environment. And as I think you've probably seen, like some, when we were doing like the Google reverse image search work, some units maintain active Twitter presences as well, and some, it's just like anything else. Like every unit has a social media manager, right? So some social media managers are like, we got to be on Instagram. Others are like, we got to be on Twitter. Like right now, I've been in YouTube and I've been in Instagram, and I've gotten little nibbles into Twitter at various times, but I haven't systematically, or even other than bouncing there every now and again, I haven't gone and looked in it. But you gotta be ready. Next up. Okay. Recon for real. Viva. Recon. Well, obviously, Recon is coming up soon, right? What is this? Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is good. So, right, that was a personal account. So, is this a military base? OTC. See, there's different. Uh, okay. I mean, I think this is another category, specific units, and then we're also going to say terms here. We're going to. Now, I'm going to call this terms. Uh, Maybe I'll call this ideas, concepts. And then I'm going to insert two below, and I'm going to call this like not acronyms, but like I don't know what to call this yet, so I'm not gonna get stuck on it. It's interesting that I am stuck on it though. And like sometimes that tells you something, right? You're stuck. It's a technical term for sure. It's organizational. That's maybe what I'm trying to say. So we know recon needs to be in here. Let's go back. Mm-hmm. Uh, wow, recon expert. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're not going to go through 340,000 posts today because it could be a backpack. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Hate it when I do that. Okay. And it could be a rolling bag, and it could be somebody on a bicycle, and it could be, I mean, jeez. Whoa. That is crazy. I've never seen that many people on one of those rigs. Yeah, recon, reconnaissance. So we're going to get a lot of these at one point. Well, not actually a lot, but definitely LERP, because that's long range reconnaissance patrol. Reenactor. A lot of people like their recon backpack. And it's a fish. All right. Why did I want this? This is just a guy. Did it have something Norwegian, huh? Mission Critical Designs. Who's that? Mesh halls on Skitsmask. Camouflage. Nordic languages are hard. Close target. Recce? Recce is one we need. I mean, that's obviously a Recce. I think it's a technical term. Yeah, it'd be interesting to go and still trying to make sense of all this. Right, long range reconnaissance patrol school, international long range reconnaissance patrol school, Cold War era, military recce, military training, close observation. Here they have long range reconnaissance. Yeah, okay. It's a cat. Not a lot of military stuff in here. I don't know if I would. You know, a lot of times people are describing a thing just in general terms. Long range reconnaissance, though, is probably. There's only a little bit of that. Norwegian tactical concepts. Oh man, these hashtags are like. First of all, it is like means like army and or military in Nordic languages. So Norway, Denmark, I think Sweden all uses maybe. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. A lot of this, like, I don't get what it means. But, like, Fallschirmjäger is paratrooper in German. Airborne Ranger is English. Kommando Spezialkraft is German. 10th Special Forces Group is U.S. Like, so this is like hashtag trolling. Special Forces CAG, Combat Action Group. Multicam. Okay, like, jeez. But sometimes it's like, well, maybe I should save this because this will be a hashtag that's. But what is this? Also, Norwegian Tactical Concepts. Is this just like a Norwegian tactical shop, or do they make stuff? Shop tactical gear. Made in Norway. Huh. Okay. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they got some other stuff. I mean, a lot of times it's the same thing, but it's a whole world of tactical kit. In one way, it's the same stuff all over. It's like, you got guns, you got to carry things that have to do with the guns. Got to carry ammo, you got to carry, medical gear in case you get shot by a gun. It's just a whole bunch of, I'll come back to that. So yeah, long range reconnaissance is not a lot. But I'm going to put in, right? Because I think, again, this is about completeness. So reconnaissance, but 2 above here, because I'm going to say long range reconnaissance. Oops. Here. You know what we should really look for here? Okay. Long range reconnaissance poll. This is interesting. LRP Vietnam, right? So LRP is definitely going in here. Oh man, this is amazing. There's a lot of reenactor and airsofter stuff in here. Like, this is somebody who's trying to really, or modeling all this stuff, right? But these are people who pay attention to some details, so don't discount it. Oops. Okay. All right. Well, this is one of these never-ending, ongoing tasks that we're working on here. So let's call it a day for today. It's been about an hour of work. This is Richard Wheeler on Richard Wheeler Works. Have a good weekend.